So this is CDQ, Drop a Dime Production. I'm going to remove my negative cable so that I can work on replacement of the ignition coils for a 2008 BMWx3. Again, you just want to be careful and for entertainment purposes only. Please make sure you have everything necessary to work with, all the right tools. I already have the hood open. I have my doors unlocked so that if I happen to not be able to get back in the car because I've done something I shouldn't have, I do have the doors unlocked so that I can actually have access to the inside of the car. Okay, I did turn everything off, and now I'm going to just remove this cable here with a 10mm socket wrench. Just enough to loosen it so that you can lift it up is all you really need to do here. And of course, again, 10mm socket wrench. And I'm going to lift that up, and so that it doesn't actually touch anything, I'm going to put that right there so that it doesn't make any connection with the metal. And that should be it. If you like, sometimes it is recommended to remove both cables. You just got to remember, if you do that, make sure you go about it the correct way of putting it back together. So follow at your own discretion, and obviously, again, if you do think you need a mechanic, then I would advise you to see a mechanic. But if you think that this is a video that you'd like to watch, it's for entertainment purposes only. So again, follow along, and if you like it, please remember to like, share, comment, and most of all, please subscribe to the channel. Again, this is CDQ, Drop a Dime Productions. Replacement of the ignition coils for a 2008 BMWx3. And this is the tool here to remove these guys here. You just go in between there, and you just pull that out. Such, and we do it for both sides, and to replace them you just push it back in, and that'll replace it. Okay, that's to remove the cable strap holder that is attached to the bar. Okay, so what I found out to remove the cables so that I can have access to removing is I needed a 3/4 inch ratchet, and I'm gonna just use my ratchet. Okay. Okay, there goes the second one. So you got, remember, the small one is in the back, the large one is in the front and on top. That'll give us some space to work with. Okay, I was having problems trying to remove these two bolts here because of this guy being in the way. So what I found out was a flathead 13mm, and that allowed me to have access to getting these off now. Before I wasn't able to get to it, but as you can see now, that's what I needed. That's one of these guys, and that actually does allow me to remove both 13 inches. So like I was saying, you have two bolts here, 13mm, and two bolts here on the opposite side to remove this bar. Like I said, this guy I thought was in the way when I was trying to use a 13mm ratchet. I couldn't get it because of this guy here. So that's why I had to use the flat head wrench to get to it. And those were 13mm. And of course, I needed to remove both of these Okay, so what I did is I removed the filter housing. Was this guy here, that'll go back in there, and that's what I removed. There were 4 screws that you can see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just so that I don't lose the screws, I'll put the screws with the filter housing so I don't lose them. Okay, so let's move some of this out the way, because we're gonna have to move the oil cover. Okay, we got our torque wrench, and that's to remove the 3 bits that are holding the oil cover. So we just pop that in there, and of course we just remove those with a T30. And the same thing over here, we just remove that with a T30. Okay. And then I pre-loosened them. There's 2, and there's 1 in the back. Let's see if they're still in there. Let's see. Which there isn't, so obviously they only had 2. They lost it. Oh boy, that's something that I'm gonna have to go buy as well. Okay, let's see. That just comes right up. There we go. Changing out the ignition coils. Okay, so all you need to do is just lift up, and as you lift up the connector, you just pull out, and there you go. And you're going to do that for all 6 cylinders. Okay, now that we've done that, we have to remove the ignition coils. You just want to grab that and kind of turn it. Okay, if they are a little tight, I'm going to have to use this screwdriver again just to put it up under there. Get a little, just get up under the lip. Get that. Okay, that's 1. I'm checking there to make sure there's no oil in there. Okay, last 1 here. This comes right out. All the rest of them gave me more trouble, but that's the ignition coil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After removing the... Okay, part 2. This is the replacement of ignition coils for 2008 BMWx3. The last video I put out was spark plug change for 2008 BMWx3. Okay, so I have the ignition coils. I removed them, total of 6. It's a 6-cylinder, and these are the old ones. I removed them because my 3rd ignition coil engine light came on and said that it was misfiring, and I'm not sure if these are old or new. So in any case, I'm going to replace all 6 of them. Okay, yep, that's what I'm going to do, and hopefully reset that and see if they all work out. Okay, let's see what we got here. And as you can see, these are Bosch ignition coils, which are recommended for this BMW. Okay, last time I changed the spark plugs out, I did put a diffuser on it So I also have the BMWx dielectric grease that they say is good to put on your ignition coils when you replace them. Just put a tiny bit of this on because, like I said, the spark plugs have the freeze on. I don't want to have both of these guys not liking each other. Okay, so there you go. Just gonna put just a tad on like that, and just go ahead and pop these guys in. This is number one. Move that out the way. There we go. That went in snug. And before I connect the cables, I'll just go ahead and do the remaining 5 as well. Moving along with number 3. One of my boxes were open. I'm hoping that that's a problem. They didn't do something to the one box that was open. That looks like it has something on it. I'm going to remove that. I don't like that. There we go. Face that way. Number 3. Alright, number 4. Just a little. There we go. Okay, get back here to number 4. All right, and number 6. Okay, a little bit of that dielectric grease, just a tad, that's all I need. There we go. Pull that up. Out the way so I can get that in there. Looks like it's seated. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna pause for a minute to get my flashlight to make sure that they are actually seated. Okay, and what I mean by seated, I'm gonna show you. Okay, I just wanted to give you a close-up on what I meant when I put these in. You can see this little part right here that this kind of fits snug in. So I just wanted to make sure I was able to get the back as well. You can see that there, where you have that little area right there where that gets placed down in there. And I couldn't see towards the back, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't hitting anything back here. So that's what I'm gonna have to go do. I gotta get my flashlight to check that out because you can't see that. Maybe you can, I don't know. But that's it right in there. That part I can't really see if it's snugged in there. Looks like it, but we'll see. Okay, that was the replacement of the 6 ignition coils. I'm gonna go get my flashlight right quick just to make sure that's in there. And then we'll just go ahead and reconnect the cables back to the ignition coils. And I'll show you that, and then we'll replace everything. Okay, stand by. This is a CDQ Drop a Dime production. YouTube. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and we're gonna attach the cables to the new ignition coils. There's only one way it goes. Has a little design, just push that in. Hear that little click? Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oops, got my gloves caught in there. Okay, so push that in. There we go. Same thing here. Push that in. Don't get your gloves caught. Okay, and that one. The flat part of the triangle on the cable is the bottom of the triangle. The top part of the triangle, the smaller end, is what goes up top. Push that in and push that down. And you just do that for the 3 back here for a total of 6. So I'm gonna have to order another cabin filter. Remember I told you this cabin filter is pretty dirty. So I'm gonna have to order another one. I have to wind up replacing that as well. So let's see, it looks like it has some numbers on it. We'll take a shot of that. Right there. That's the number that we'll order to replace these. 69107112 PPTV 20 micron 2. Okie dokie. Okay, let's start trying to replace some of this stuff. Alright, so that's how you get the cabin compartment back in, and then we'll put the filter in and we'll screw these in first. T30s. Okay. Alrighty. Not going to over tighten just yet till I get all the screws in. Alrighty, so the cabin cover is in. The cabin filter is what we're going to put in now, and of course We need a new one of these bad. Right there in the corner is where you can see that little lip there, and that's where the filter rests on. Same thing on the other side. It has a little lip there as well, where the filter will rest on it. Okay, so let's make sure we don't head it the wrong way. Oh, I did. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. So the curve end sticks out. The moon, the lunar part of it faces out away from the inside. And then they sit in their little seated sections, a tab in the back and two areas for the leg. Okay, now what I want to do is just take these screws and just screw them down. I turn into the counterpart. Make that clockwise. The oil cover back over that section. We got 2 screws for that, and these are the heads. Okay. Remember, these crackheads somehow lost my screw for the back, so I'm gonna have to wind up getting those replaced. Okay, let's put these guys in here. I'm gonna hand screw them first. Just going in the opposite direction of the way I put them in. Got my little tool here to start it. Once I get it started, I'll tighten it with the ratchet wrench. Probably don't need to, but don't have one for the back. That's the sad thing. Like I said, somehow they screwed me over on that. Not happy about that. Okay, the next thing we're going to replace, before I forget to do them, because I can see when I was putting in the cabin filter housing unit, these little foam rubbers came off of each corner, so let's put them back before we do it. But that's why I say you're looking at an amateur. Okay, just following our steps to remove everything, we're now going to replace the cable connector. So we'll attach the cables first, and the little one goes inside here on the bottom. Let's get this. Remember the smaller cable on the bottom latch and the bigger cable on the top. Okay, don't want to over tighten it. That's fine. Let's pop that down. Now we'll put the crossbar. Oops, sorry. Okay, there goes the right way. Got 4 bolts. Put them there so I don't lose them. We'll just get it started. Tighten that one. And then put it over. But that's what I need. Kind of goes in like that. The other one's missing. Just like this. the T30 bolt back there is missing. Okay, that's it, people. That's a completed job for the ignition coils for 2008 BMW X3, and this is for entertainment purposes only. So the last thing that we have to do is just clean up everything from off the car and then reconnect the battery cable. Okay, so the last thing we want to do is connect our cable. I just connected it, and we'll tighten it up. Again, this is a 10. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna overdo it, but that's it. And that's tight. Alright, so that'll do it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, we finished the ignition coils for 2008 BMW X3. Thank you for watching. Be blessed and be safe. Remember, don't forget to like, share, and comment, and most of all, subscribe. Again, this is CDQ Drop a Dime production. Check out my YouTube channel under that title, CDQ Drop a Dime. And again, this is for entertainment purposes. I hope that you were able to gain something from it. I'm working on my own car. So if you don't feel comfortable with watching me do that, and certainly you don't feel comfortable with trying to do it on your own, then please go to an auto mechanic, someone who knows about your engine and knows about your car, so that you don't hurt yourself or further any damage to your automobile. Again, thank you for watching. Be blessed and be safe.